What is up, YouTube? I am Eric and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. Today we are talking about Troll and I for the Nintendo Switch. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it. So, over the last year, the Switch has had a ton of good games and some not very good games come to the console. When I heard about Troll and I thought it might be a cool concept and everything, but when it actually came to the system, wow, did we realize that this team, Maximum Games, did not put all that they could have into this game. So, with that being said, Troll and I is a game that I'm going to try to best review by not letting my rage get to me until maybe the end of this video. Now, one thing that I saw when I picked up this game, it says Best Original Game on the back here by iWave Games E3 of 2016. Well, 2017 is when it came out. It's 2018 now. We're going to look to see if this is the best original game and whether or not you should spend money picking it up. Now, I've heard really bad things about this game and I figured I wasn't going to pick it up when it came out, but recently Target had knocked it down to $10, so obviously I had to pick it up. A $10 Switch game, you can't go wrong. Well, that's what I thought until I played this game. Now, the one thing that I had the biggest problem with was even on the loading screen, it was so slow. It dropped like so many frames. It had to have been under 10 frames per second. And that is just so bad and scary on a Switch game, but also a game that came out in 2017. I'm still not sure what they were thinking when they released this game, but it looks like it could be a fun game. But it could be a fun game. When I started it, we're going to talk about what I think about it first, and then what actually happened to me. When I started playing it, I noticed the graphics were not good. Dropping frames so often was just so bad, and it made it kind of hard to play. The controls were okay. The first section is a little weird because you're Otto, the Scandinavian kid, and you've got to go and kill some boars for your family. Well, when that happens, something happens back in your hometown, and you rush back to see it on fire, and your mother is trapped. So, what do you do? You start off, try to rescue her. You're going down these paths because some reason you couldn't just hop over the tree that was right in front of you, but we're not talking about that. So you go down these paths, and so you're basically pressing the B button to either jump over or slide under logs or trees that have fallen. Why you couldn't have just done this and saved your mom, I don't know, but that's one flaw in the story. But I digress. So you're going down this path. The fire's right behind you. If you don't jump or slide under a log, it'll engulf you and it'll say you died, and you're kind of confused at the first time it happens. But you get used to it. You're either going under or over, and you're making your way through. Well, you get to the end, you slide onto this bridge and kind of stumble and fall. And when that happens, this troll busts out through the bridge and kind of scares you, and so you turn and slide down this mountain, and you're trying to dodge things, which was somewhat okay. Like I could see this game like getting somewhere, but you slide down this hill / mountain, dodging rocks and trees that have fallen over, and you get to the bottom. There's kind of a ravine area, and you land and you're kind of shaken up. But then some weird animal jumps on you. And it's like a human / caveman / something weird with a big face, kind of like a dog face. But you kill it, fight it off, and kill it, and you see another one, you go and attack it. Then you wander in this little area and you find some random stuff. You pick up some lingonberries, you pick up some wood to make spears out of. But when you're playing it, the music just goes in and out. The audio is lost, and sometimes it's quiet, and then sometimes it comes back. And that's something that really bugged me about this game. Now, the really scary part was, once I got to this ravine, I was playing it, and then I jumped over what I thought was the right place to go on. And it was. Once I looked it up, I realized it was where I needed to go. However, the game just stops on a loading screen. I sat there for 5 minutes, turned my system off, turned it back on, played it, got to the same exact point, and it did it again. So I was like, what is happening? So I looked up online on my phone. Now get this, the simple fix for a game-breaking bug in Troll and I. I'm looking at this on Nintendo Life because that is a good source of information. Now it talks about how players are getting about 10 or 15 minutes in, and then it halts their progress, and they really can't do anything. But basically what has been told is to reset your Nintendo Switch in order to get past this. And for me, that's not something I'm willing to do, because I don't want to reset my Switch to factory settings and lose all the stuff that I have in there. Now, Troll and I was only a $10 game, but I've been playing on my Switch since it came out, and I have so much time and energy spent into it, and save data and all that kind of stuff, that I don't want to factory reset my Switch to be able to play this $10 game. And who knows, maybe I'll do it and then it won't work and I'll just be really super pissed off. But I'm very let down on this game, and I'm trying not to give this game such terrible reviews because it is a small developer doing this. This isn't a huge company. This is a small developer trying to make something, but it just didn't quite work it out. They didn't get the graphics worked out. They didn't get the controls worked out. Those were weird. They didn't get the audio worked out, which was cutting in and out. And then on top of that, I get 10 minutes into the game or 15 minutes in, and it just stalls on a loading screen. And that's one thing that just really throws this game away for me. I probably could have tried to reset my Switch, but I didn't want to get into it. I could see maybe this game, after it's been optimized and fixed, being somewhat of a fun, interesting story. However, what it is at this current state that I have it in, I'm very disappointed in it. And I just hope that Nintendo is kind of on top of these games that are letting on the Switch. Now they have let WWE 2K18 on the Switch, and that flopped and was so terrible. And this kind of falls into that category. And I'm really hoping that Nintendo can stop some of these crappy games that don't even work. This game is 10 minutes in and I can't play the rest of it. That just shouldn't be allowed on today's system. And on 2017, which is when it was released, or 2018, that's just something that I feel like they could have at least got me a game that actually worked. With that being said, please comment below and let me know, have you played any terrible games on the Switch? Have you played this game? Would you waste $10 to play 10 or 15 minutes of a game? And all that stuff. I'll show some gameplay during this video, but I just was really let down on it. With that being said, don't forget about Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Big Cartel. All that stuff is in the description below with links. And also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, because that'll really benefit me, because letting you guys get more content and see more content is what the bell's all about. So don't forget about that, but most importantly, have a good day.